Hey guys, it's Randy Hatada here in Las Vegas, and I'm here again to talk to you about our winter numbers. We're going to call it November numbers that happened in October because we always look at the um, month prior to give you guys data and a good snapshot of what's going on in Las Vegas housing. And for starters, the good thing is that price points, well, good depending on what side of the fence you are, but our median sold price has been pretty consistent, not much change. We declined $1,000 from our median price point of 450,000 to 449,000. So not much change there. Our units sold has decreased though from well, we decreased about 200 sales last month to 1699 sales, and that means that our market has slowed a little bit. And as you probably know, and I know it sounds redundant, but it's because really the main rationale or reason behind that is interest rates being at a very high. Word in the street is that interest rates did dip, and we did see a spark in offer acceptances this week. But again, we had a $200 decline in closed sales. That means buyers are still probably window shopping because they're here, and realtors are working harder, hitting the streets and giving our buyers information to make these decisions. But that's where we are right now. A number that has changed though is our median price of listings, and that has decreased from 480,000 to about $472,000. That's an $8,000 decrease. And what that tells me is that our sellers are coming back down to earth and matching our market or getting closer to where the market is. So the sellers that were fishing up here aren't getting the traction. They're starting to either list at more reasonable prices closer to what our market supports. We're also seeing more price reductions on an average, just simply because, again, the buyers are here, but they're not pulling the trigger like they normally would. And based on that, our new listings dropped about 116 properties, and we're down to 2,332 listings. What's interesting about these numbers is the difference between list price and settled or sold prices are still quite a bit of difference. And if our average median price is listed at 472,000 and they're being settled at 450,000, that means there's approximately $20,000 of negotiations going on, and that might be towards it could be in different ways, including like interest rate buy downs and or credits or closing cost help and whatnot. But there is a $20,000 difference between that. So, buyers are negotiating more and sellers are adhering to these negotiations a little more while we're in this market. Another number that we constantly watch is our effective availability or saturation rate. We went up 0.3 month supply of the inventory from 2.2 to 2.5 month supply, meaning that there are more homes available, more homes for buyers to choose through. And I think that does provide opportunity to buyers because it is in their favor right now as far as having quite a bit of listings, much more than we're used to in the last 5+ years. During COVID, we went down to half a month to 1 month supply. And again, we're at 2.5 today. So a lot more properties to choose from. Units available is 4,213 units. That's up about 147 units available. And that's different than new listings. Again, the new listings were at like 2,300, units available at 4,200. And that just tells me properties are sitting on the markets longer than before, and that either the high listings or the higher price listings or properties that maybe need a little TLC aren't moving as fast as the high demanded ones, because the ones that are high demanded, maybe the newer properties, modernized properties, properties with pools, single stories, the things that buyers are on average looking for, those are selling really quick with multiple offers. So There is still a market out there. There are still a lot of transactions being closed. But again, we are just looking at where we came from, and we're not as in a crazy market that we were. But it does present opportunities to you buyers. Sellers, you just need to be aware of the change, be prepared for the change, and get your realistic numbers to know what's going on so you can make educated decisions. And one of the most important decisions when listing your property is obviously picking a list price to start that advertising strategy. And I will tell you, beware, because if you start too high, those properties are not getting the engagement, they're not getting the viewings, thus they're not selling like they used to. So we're in a different market. Now, based on that, and I'll probably do a video just on this, but listing agents have to do a different approach than a lot of them have done. I'm going to say them because I still do the same approach that I always do. But with that being said, most of the listing agents have to work harder and have to do things a little bit more appeasing to the eye, such as like professional photos, 3D tours, videos, in order to really market and advertise that listing, enhance the listing, if you will, because it is the web engagements that then lead to viewings, that then lead to offers. And properties aren't selling overnight with multiple offers like they did during COVID. So it takes good listing agents to get properties sold in a timely manner, and it also takes a lot of what I would call standard, not taking any shortcuts with your listing, no more iPhone photos or less than professional photos, because you need it all in today's market to sell these listings. So talk to your realtor about all of the above. Make sure you're getting your best foot forward. Just remember, guys, when you list your property, it's kind of like going on your first date, and you only have one chance at a first impression. So make sure you're getting your price right, and make sure you're getting your advertising or listing consultation and getting tips such as like curb appeal, cleaning up the front yard, maybe enhancing that door frame, maybe changing the pink bathroom, things that may not cost you a ton of money but will enhance the marketability of your property. So those things are so critical in today's market. And again, guys, 3D tours is where it's at, and videos, because 3D tours allow people from all over the world to walk your property, which is the next best thing than physically walking your property. And then secondly, doing the videography, because not only does it give you a good visual, but it also gives you website optimization on all the different websites that your listing will live on. So that's that. As far as the condo market, we have some changes that is worth talking about. Our average close price did go up from $270,000 to $275,000, so we're up $5,000 on our median condo closing price, and our median list price went down for condominiums from $285 to about $280, $279.9 to be exact, but it dipped about $6,000. And also it just tells me that our owners, our sellers, and a lot of our condo owners are investors. I think they're getting a little bit more educated. They're getting consulted better by listing agents, and they seem to be coming closer to market value in order to advertise their property and settling at that number of the 275.5 that we just discussed. As far as units sold, we have 474 units sold for condominiums. That's down 79 condo sales from the month before. So overall, in general, our market has slowed in single families and condos. And again, your realtors out there are working harder for you in order to find you the right place, get you the right timing, and get a sale. As far as new listings, we have an increase of 37 new condo listings, equating to 755 condo listings. So more listings, unlike houses where there were less new listings, condos, there have been more new listings. As far as units available, we're at 1195. That's up from up about 160 condos from the month before, and that just tells me condos are not only have more new listings, but they're taking longer to sell and staying on the market for more days than the previous months. As far as saturation rate, effective availability, we're also at 2.5 months supply of inventory, equal to single family residences. And that's a 0.6 month supply. Now that is a big increase in availability. And so, talk if you're in the buying market, if you're in the condo world, talk to your realtor, because there may be more, well, there is more opportunities for sure with the more availability, more competition for sellers, and a tougher market for sellers, potentially better market for buyers. So that's a discussion you guys should have with your realtor. If you don't have a realtor, we're here for you. Reach out to us. We'll be happy to address any questions you have. No pressures, no anything. We're just happy to educate you guys. That's why we do this whole thing in the first place. Getting a little bit into rentals, coming from our statistics and our property management department. As far as leased properties, we dipped 8.4% as far as properties being leased this last month. And we dipped from 2,168 available, leased properties to 1,985 leased properties. So just a slight decrease, kind of expected, like with Halloween and the cold months. And we may see a little bit of slowdown as well, being that Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Mondays are on the quarter. And then, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, and all the good stuff in between. It's going to be a busy month for you guys, for families and all of that. So we're going to continue to monitor the numbers and let you know what's going on. Contrarian to the nation, Las Vegas normally has a pretty good winter. We don't have all the snow of like those crazy cities down east or up north. And we don't deal with the heavy snow and heavy weather. Although it is cold out there, it is still a good climate for showing houses. So we usually have a good fourth quarter in December, just so you guys understand the Las Vegas market. As far as average price of leased properties, this is important to our investors, to you who if you're wanting to become an investor, and to you renters. And with that, kind of contrarian to everything I talked about, rents have gone up 1.6%. And rents are at an average price point of $2,193. So $2,193, which went up from $2,158. So rents are slowly trickling upwards. So if you guys are looking to renew your leases, you might want to consider doing it sooner than later, because the trend is going up. As far as median price of leased units, so median price is different than average price. Our median has no change. We're at $1,950 on your median price of rent. Here's a number that has had some change, and this is the number of available rentals, or the number of units listed, so new listings. We went up 1.8%. There are currently 1,844 new listings on the market, and that has been up from the month before at 1,811 units available today. So hopefully these numbers can help you guys, at least get you updated on what Las Vegas is doing. And if it applies to you, then hopefully you can use this information for better decision making. And, make sure you're going over all of these statistics with your realtor. Again, if you're working with us, great. You're probably getting these numbers. If you don't have a realtor, reach out to us, because we're happy to share this with you regardless on what direction you take. As far as representation, but in the end, get representation, you guys. It is critical you get a professional in your corner, going over all the things you need in this changing market. It's not like before, where you can expect what happened yesterday. Every day we have change going on, and you need to know about it in order to react and make a good decision, or be proactive, even better yet, and make good strategy planning sessions, thus leading to better whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, a sale or a purchase, or even a rental. So with that, I hope you guys got get out of this, and I will continue to educate you guys. If you guys have any questions, add it to the comments below, because I'm happy to address that. I'm working on really trying to get out there and get all of your guys' questions answered. And that is my passion, guys. That is our passion here at Xpand Realty, is to empower you with information in order for you to make educated decisions. You guys have a nice day. Stay warm. Welcome to Las Vegas if you're on your way. Take care.